Hi. Okay, I am going to assemble my ombre cake. I have got my layers. I've got my 6 layers in different shades. These are 8-inch cakes. Now, they're very fragile because they are so thin. You have to be so careful. I put them in the freezer, so they're still a little bit out of shape. And look, they are different thicknesses. That one, you know, so look, it's not going to be perfect, but then again, I don't really strive for perfection. I just want it to look good enough. Okay, I have my filling. So these cakes are lemon mud cakes, which is just amazing. No, just wait. This is my filling, which my kids are desperate to eat a taste of. This is Italian meringue buttercream, which is what I always use for cupcakes. I always use it for my fillings if I don't use ganache, and it is mixed with half a batch of lemon curd, and seriously, it is amazing. It is so good. Really, really good. Okay, I have my turntable. This is just a Wilton turntable, and I have attached my 8-inch cake board with a bit of chocolate ganache, just so it sort of sticks it on there. I have my little spatula, Ava. Thank you. Just there. I think it's called an offset spatula, which I'm going to use to put it on. And then I have my big bowl of chocolate ganache, which is what I have made to cover this cake and the other cake that I'm putting on top. But also it's good to just stick the cakes onto the cake board, just using it. Okay, so let's start. A little bit of ganache here. And I'm going to very gently unwrap the darkest cake. You can see I've got some lines on it from the wire that I cooled it down on. Oh well, it's alright, the icing will sink into that. Be really careful. This colour is going to make some blue mouths at the engagement party. It should be quite funny. Okay, so that's on there. See how there's a little bit of cake board in between the cake and the edge of the cake board, which is really good. That's what you want for ganaching. Right, just sort of press it down. It's still a bit cold, which is great. Okay. I'm going to put my filling on. Just my spatula is in the chocolate ganache, so I'm just going to use a spoon. Here come the rest of...
Ava, can I do it for you?
Just wait a sec, guys.
Ava, I'd like to do something
Lily.
good.
Okie dokie. Okay, so I'm going to smooth this off. Okay, I'm back with this, which is going to just help me. It doesn't matter if it doesn't go all the way out, because once the cake's assembled, you can easily use a bit of buttercream to sort of put in the gaps. I don't even know how thick I'm going to make this icing. It's seriously going to be a really rich cake, but oh, it's going to taste good. Okay, and then you kind of want to have a look, see if it looks even or not. You can kind of squash it down a bit. Okay, so put it in the fridge for 10 minutes just so that the icing hardens a bit, so that when you put the next layer on top, it's not going to squash everything down. I'm actually going to, before I put it in the fridge, I'm going to put the next layer on top so that I can just sort of, this is one of the layers that cracked a bit, which is a bit annoying. Just so I can So you can sort of press it down and make sure that it's even. You can see that's just still a bit frozen, but that's fine. Okay, so you can see where it sort of started cracking here. Oh well, it's life. Right, I will put that in the fridge. Okay, on to the next layer. So it's a bit sloping down here, so I'm just going to try and even that up. My icing. But really, if it isn't perfect, it doesn't really matter, because when people cut into it, it's going to look good enough that a little bit of unevenness isn't really going to matter. Layer on.
Mummy, you're funny.
Oh, thanks, Lily.
I'm going to call you Mummy funny.
Oh, really? Excellent. Okay, I'm going to put that in the fridge. Okay, so here we have it all layered. This little tiny layer is so small. Now, you can see little holes, little things. Basically, you just start fixing it up. Just getting, sorry, it's a bit hard to do on that side. You basically just sort of cover it up. Doesn't matter too much, the ganache will fill in the holes. So, as you can see, it's not perfect, but, you know, it will do. Okay, so I'm going to let that chill for a while, and then I'm going to ganache it.